Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and as you can see, we have quite the setup with us today. Now, we are using a setup that is essentially I would call it one of the craziest setups you could use in a console vehicle sense. Now, the setup we're using today is we have the MegaCap 3500 in front, we have Lime's C2100 in the front part of the trailer, and then on the back, we have Lime's upcoming console-friendly Shorty F350. Now, quick disclaimer right off the bat. At this present moment in time, the towing truck, the lead truck, I should say, is available on all consoles, previous gen and next gen. The trailer is available on previous gen and next gen. Or I should say previous gen and current gen. Now, the Cateye, or the C2100, is available on previous gen only at the moment, but Limes does plan on updating it soon. And the F350, as of the date of recording this video, the console version has not yet been released, but it will be released very, very soon. And once it does get released, and of course approved by the developers, it will be available on previous gen, current gen, and pretty much all of the consoles that this game is available on. So, with all of those disclaimers out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into our first challenges as soon as we reach the upcoming mud pits, which are going to be up on our left. And if you want to see more of these basically high-value mud truck adventures, let me know in the comments down below where you would like to see me take these trucks, which trucks you'd like to see, and what kind of challenges or competitions you'd like to see as well. And with that out of the way, we are actually exactly where we need to be. Do not push me over. Thank you. All right, let me get to the side of the road real quick. And just about there. All right, boom. Okay, let's go ahead and we will unpack these trucks. We're going to lower the ramps down, and then we're going to shut the truck itself down. And then we're going to actually unload the F350 Shorty from the truck first. Now, this thing is on a full mud truck setup. It's got 51-inch agricultural tires. They're basically 51-inch tractor tires. And it's got as much lift as we can put on this thing, at least from within the garage. However, we're going to go ahead and hit the adjustable suspension and raise it up so that we've got as much clearance as possible in the mud, and we're also running the highest power tune that we possibly can. Now, I've never taken this truck to West Georgia Mud Park before, so I frankly have no clue how it's going to respond to these mud pits, but let's find out. In 3, 2, 1, send it! Oh my god. Oh, I think it's got too much wheel speed. Yeah, I think it's got too much wheel speed. We're going to need to let it find its footing, I think. Come on. I almost wonder if we gave it too much power. Like, so much power that all it can do in areas like this is just spin. That might actually be the case. It still rips, though. Let's see what happens if we go into this one with some momentum. Because sometimes momentum will get you a long way. Now, it's going to be really interesting to compare this to the Cateye, because the Cateye was one of Lime's most well-known trucks. So let's see where we're facing. About good. High range, let's go! Oh, with momentum, it shreds! Oh my god! Okay, so momentum is the name of the game. If you've got enough momentum, you will absolutely shred. Okay, all right, well now it's the turn of the Cateye, and I think this thing, this thing is one of the wildest trucks Limes has ever made. I think this is gonna absolutely annihilate both of these mud pits, but we'll have to wait and see. Because you never know until you actually just fully send it into the mud. And full beans! And sunk, okay. So now we put it back into automatic. Just being really easy with it. God, this one just obliterates everything, doesn't it? It stopped the F350, it stopped the Cateye. This one's actually barely able to even move. Like, barely able to move. Doesn't matter if I give it 0 wheel speed or a ton of wheel speed. I'm going to just use a little bit of winch action. I'm sure that we could eventually get it to move, but, oh, there we go. So it's just that one spot. It'll do the rest of it in high. That's so weird. All right, beans and momentum. Oh, come on. Okay, so this one also just rocketed through that second mud pit, but it's the first part of the first one that just annihilated both of these things. All right, so let's actually jump back into the F350 Shorty, and we'll take it to the next mud pit that I want to hit, which is the long one. The long one is basically famous for stopping almost everything in its tracks, so I think it's definitely going to be a great way to test this thing out. And you know what? I'm not even going to, like, stop and launch this thing. I'm just going to beans it right off the bat. Ooh! Big send. Come on! There we go. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh! All right. Just do not lift. Do not lift. Do not lift. Good. Yes! Well, that absolutely shredded. That absolutely shredded. Okay, all right. Well, this thing's got a good bit to live up to, I think. A good bit to live up to. What I didn't realize is that I've actually got taller tires on the Cateye as well, which kind of doesn't make sense as to why it got stuck easier in that first mud pit, because technically, like, the Ford with the shorter tires should have gotten stuck first, but who knows? Easy. This thing is so composed. It really is, even when you're just ripping. All right, full throttle. Do not lift. Do not lift. Do not lift. We did it in the other one without lifting. Oh, and boom. Never lifted. That was high gear the whole way. Never lifted off the throttle. These things are so closely matched. All right, now we're going to do this secondary mud park area over here. This one has been, I think, tragically underused in the past, which is why I've been using it a lot lately in my videos, because I love this little area. I think it's amazing, but I think in a lot of my previous videos, I, tragically underused it, and I'll admit that. I never came over here. By the way, this thing just rode out that wheelie like it was nothing. Oh my God. Don't flip it. That's the only thing about running high mode on this suspension, is it just shreds. And the center of gravity, the center of gravity is actually super well tuned. It's just low enough that it's like not flipping over all the time, but it's also just high enough to remind you that it is a fairly lifted truck. You know what I mean? And it's more than lifted. It's like a fully modified suspension and axle setup and all of the good stuff that comes with that. But, like, it's nice that it reminds you of that from time to time. All right, beans it. Oh, full shred. This thing was always full shred, but, like, every time I drive it, it never wears off. You know what I mean? The sensation of, oh my jeez. The sensation of absolute shred in this truck is just, like, look at that. What even is this thing sometimes? Like, a little bit out into the deeper stuff, still doesn't even phase it. Wow. Okay, hold on. I haven't driven this in high mode on this suspension setup yet, and I wonder how much that's going to affect it. Like, I was avoiding driving it in high mode because I was worried it was going to make it too top heavy, and it still may, but let's find out together. Literally flips it over in the first, like, second. Wait a second. Don't we have, like, a... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. We've got to get the F350 to freaking rescue it. Oh, that's sad. No. That makes me a tad upset. Not really upset, but just like, dang, I was really hoping that we had a long enough winch cable. Oops. All right, let's back you up. And let me see. We should be able to reach it easily from there. Yep. Oh, yeah, good to go. All right, back into the C2100 because we got basically no drive time with the raised suspension. I love how I put it directly back up into high and it didn't even care. It just, like, got down and went. Oh, my God. That was an insane bicycle moment. Oh, because it winched to, a winch point that was not solid, it couldn't keep itself continuing the rollover momentum. I wish it could. Okay, I'm going to try to do one more run across this small mud park because I want to be able to do at least one with this thing's suspension in high mode without flipping over. I don't think that should be too hard, right? 7th gear into the middle. I mean, heck, we practically jumped half the park anyway. Oh, yeah. I mean, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. This thing just, when it's not upside down, God, it shreds. And you know we couldn't leave this map without sending these things into the swamp, right? I mean, what did you think we were gonna do? Bring them out to West Georgia Mud Park and not hit the swamp? You've got to be kidding, right? Come on! I love how we already almost binned it in the Ford right off the bat. Oh, this thing is actually kind of sketching here. Like, it's fast, don't get me wrong, but it's a little sketch. Oh my God. Oh, we almost took out that tree, or rather the tree almost took us out. That was almost terribly bad. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Almost there! Almost across the freaking swamp! Boing, and you know what? Bullseye. I'm gonna go with it. It's fine. It's literally fine. All right, now it's the turn of this thing, and in the interest of self-preservation, I'm putting the suspension back in low mode. I think low mode, I think I have a much higher chance of surviving in low mode. Come on. Even if we take a ground clearance penalty, I don't really care. Oh, come on, shred. Dude, do what you do best. Come on. Oh, it is. Oh, it is doing what it does best. It pulled the front axle off the ground in the mud. Oh, it's almost there. Do not hit that tree. It's almost there. Yeet! Oh, and you know what? That's another bullseye for us. That's amazing. But if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Let me know which truck you would be taking home. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. And I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.